It's starting to clear out.
Yeah. We're back at the 2018 Catfish Conference in beautiful Louisville, Kentucky, at the Crown Plaza Hotel and Convention Center. It's been great, Doc. These people are really, the seminars have actually pulled a few of the people out.
They've kind of cleared some of the stuff.
It's
out
packed
right now. Over next door,
Yeah,
we got a
now
bunch
when the
of
seminars end,
we'll get
then
busy
it'll
again.
come right back.
Exactly. I know that a lot of these guys are really about to sell out of stuff, but that's good. That's why they come. That's why they come. We are fortunate, Doc. We have Eddie and Ann White from Montana down here.
Montana. Wow.
Long haul to Louisville, Kentucky.
Did you drive or fly?
we flew.
Sort of flew.
How was the trip?
It was long. It was really long.
I gotta ask you guys, how can you stand being stranded at an airport with the great Luke Hinges?
That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Man.
We were lucky we ran into him, and
Luke is a hoot, man.
yeah, we got to know him, and we had a good time. Kept us entertained.
Yep, he's a blast. He's fun to be around. High energy. Does a lot of good things for sports, so it's great. So, what do you guys think of the conference?
It's awesome. This is well worth the trip for sure.
First time here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Amazing to see so many catfishermen and women congregate in one area.
That's
Everyone
right.
have a good time and get along and laugh, and it's neat. We won't miss it again.
Yeah.
It was
The
right there.
vendors, the products, just kind of the energy in
Yeah.
the building has been
A lot of
really
people
incredible.
here.
A lot of people excited about fishing here. Fishing.
Yeah.
Excited about product, excited about talking to other people, just getting everybody all together in one spot
Right.
that for a common purpose is really cool.
It's a great place to promote your tournament.
Yes. Can be.
And I know your guys are kind of out of the way, but when you all fish tournaments, you travel 8-10 hours to every place you go,
At least, yeah.
as a minimum. So getting you to come down here and try to get people to go back up seems only right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's nuts. We travel to some of those big tournaments, and a lot of them are 6, 8, 10 hours for us. But to have the closest one 8 hours away is really unbelievable.
Yeah.
It really is. But
We're geographically challenged, is what we call it.
you guys have got some great channel cat where you fish.
Yeah.
Absolute great fishing. And you guys fish a lot of the Red River. You've been to
Premier
Lockport?
Channel Cat.
Have you been to Lockport?
Have not yet. So
Me either, so I don't feel so bad that you haven't been there.
maybe we need to schedule a trip. Huh?
I'm good with that. Let me tell you, that's a bucket list place. People talk about the places that they dream about going to. Lockport Dam is one of the places I want to go to most of all. Who doesn't want to catch 30-pound channel cat?
Yeah.
Doc, he loves his flatheads. He catches a lot of channel cat.
I catch a
But
lot.
how many 30-pounders do you catch?
My biggest to date is 22 pounds.
Which is a giant.
For Ohio, that is a monster.
That's a stud, for sure.
That is big fish.
Great. Yeah, it is.
They fight like nothing else.
Oh yeah.
That's
I thought
right.
I thought I was hung up. But when the reel's sitting there going like this, you know you're not hung up.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. It's that's one of the great fisheries there is, and the reason it is because they have the regulations that protect the fish.
Absolutely.
That's what makes it happen. And I know these guys get tired of hearing us talk about that, but if you want to catch big channel cat, big blue cats, big flatheads, doesn't matter what it is or where it is, unless you have the regulations in place to protect those large breeders,
It won't happen.
it won't happen.
It won't
And-
happen for us, and it won't happen for the next
That's right. The
generation.
bass people understood that. The crappie people understood that. Catfish are now being made sport fish in so many areas. And until we get those regulations put into effect to protect those fish, we're not going to have 30-pound channel cat in Missouri. And you guys, your growing season is slow that far north, and you still got great fish.
Yeah.
So that's what you
We
need.
have a high limit out there. You could have 20 in possession, or 10 daily, 20 in possession. We promote selective harvest. We've educated a lot of anglers out in that area on why the importance of releasing those fish. They don't make stocking efforts in our river.
Right.
So you have to sustain that brood stock to be able to turn around and have
Anything
better
to fish.
fish.
That's right. That's exactly right. How's the store going?
Good. It's busy. It's always busy. We do ice fishing's big up in Montana.
Now,
So
does anybody ice fish with cat at your edge?
We do.
If I'm going to ice fish, which you know, me and you are not ever going to do that. But if I was going to do it, it'd have to be for catfish.
Not going to happen.
Now, I do like the deal where you take the boat out, you run it up on the ice, drop it through, run it up on the ice, drop it through, then dig a hole on the side and set the boat. I'm good with that. Yeah. I'm good
but as
with
far
that.
as like drilling a
tried
hole
that.
and sitting on the ice,
Not
and
unless I'm in the boat. No. Too old, too full figure.
in our area, the channel cats will tend to stay in a wintering hole. So you have to go out onto the ice. You've got to find where those deep dark holes are at, and then drill your holes underneath. And then it's still pretty hard to get them
How hard
to.
they fight in that cold water.
You know, they're a
I
lot
haven't
more
come.
lethargic, but they still have a heck of a good pull too. You know, they don't
You
move
know
as
you got a
fast.
cat on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
don't move as fast, but they keep that weight on the bottom most of the time.
Well,
Yeah,
that
they
big
don't
old
wanna
tail
come
on
up.
the back
They don't
of them,
wanna
they
come
can
up.
make it happen. But man, we're really glad that you guys come down from Montana to the Catfish Conference. I know it was a struggle. I know it was a long haul, but we're sure happy you guys made it.
We're happy we're here. We're having a
Doc,
lot
they're
of
going to
fun.
have Catfish Weekly on their New Jerseys this year. What? They're going to have Catfish Weekly on their New Jerseys this year.
Oh, really?
They see lots of us.
Good deal. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. We're very excited about that. I hope you guys are able to make it down to the Catfish Weekly National Championship. I know you qualified with the limited amount of tournaments you was able to fish to get in. So we're pleased with that and wish you guys the very best of luck. Stay in touch. We want to make sure we keep everything moving.
Absolutely, we appreciate it.
All right, guys.
Thank you guys.
Okay,
Thanks for
thank
coming and
you.
visiting with us.
Talk to you soon. We're going to make room for the one and only Big Daddy. Jeff Todd's coming in to sit down. Come on over here, Jeff. This is an honor when we get Jeff on the show because we're limited to the amount of times we get to visit with him. Jeff Todd, the man, the myth, the legend. Have you talked?
Yes, sir.
Done seminar today?
I have talked.
Done seminars, walked around, visited with everybody, been kind of under the weather, but here we are.
Man,
Unreal.
it's unreal. It's unreal. I just, I couldn't imagine. You know what I mean? I just couldn't imagine how many people will be here.
It is
And want to
crazy.
talk catfish.
That's right.
Do you realize how many fishing rods has went out the door?
I know how many has come through that back door. Box after box after box. For every vendor here.
You know, you're in the hall and everybody walked out with us.
Yep.
Everybody you see's got fishing rods.
And a lot of them's got 4, 5, 6.
Is that not great?
Well, you know what? They come to buy these rods. These vendors made deals on them where they was affordable, and that's why they're here. If you want something in the catfish industry, it's not only available here, it's at a reduced cost because you showed up. And that's the only reason.
Exactly.
It's because people showed up. They showed up. They've had this 3 years. They've showed up in great numbers every year. This is a record-setting year for the Catfish Conference. Man, what a great event.
Well, this is the first year that I've been, but it was just beyond my belief of how it would turn out. You know,
it's
I watched y'all last year online. I couldn't be here, but I am. I guess you could say I'm humbled by the amount of people that's here. I had a seminar a while ago, and every seat full. You know, just
because they want to learn.
They do want to learn. They do want to learn.
And here's the difference, Jeff. These guys have come listen to Doc when he done his last year. They'll come listen to Jeff this year. They know that you're going to share your information And they don't get that with a lot of the other fishing sports. If they figure something out, they probably ain't going to help the next guy with it. Where all these guys are saying, hey, this is what works for me. Take what I tell you and bend it to where it works for you because it's a proven fact that it will work.
Exactly. Exactly. I kind of ditched my seminar probably 10 to 15 minutes into it just because I found out that I wasn't getting what they wanted, and I opened it up to questions. And it was great. It was great. I really, really enjoyed it.
And your old buddies is going to be doing seminars.
Yeah,
I'm asking you.
I fixed to ask them some questions.
Are you now? You going to ask them what Sad Daddy said or what the tree stump said?
Ask them about what? About that tree? That tree?
We had the pleasure last night, as you well, sitting in there eating dinner last night and having a couple of cocktails with Daryl and Jason. And my God, what great guys they are for our sport. They are outstanding young men to sit down and visit with. And you can talk about catfishing, or you can talk about what they do for a living.
Or you can talk about duck hunting or deer hunting. It don't matter.
My God, they both love duck and deer hunting.
They do.
They are into it. But now, you're pretty fond of that duck hunting yourself.
Just every day of the year, Duck season's over now, though. It's time to put that stuff up, clean them up, put them up.
Get the rod out.
Yeah, it's time to go fishing.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go fishing. Are you?
I am. I haven't been, we haven't been since Owensboro.
I tried to the other day. Didn't work out.
But at least you went fishing.
No.
I fell off the boat.
You fell out of the boat. Doc, you're like me. You get too old to fall out of the boat, man.
I had my life jacket on, which I preached and preached and preached. Always wear a life jacket. And
Good thing. Good thing you had it on.
I went Curse Flag. Well, we'll talk about it on Monday night on Catfish Weekly. We'll kind of go over it.
Well,
Nice little lesson learned.
we hate for that to happen to anybody, but the motto is be prepared and you were.
Well, here's the thing. Your odds finally run out.
Exactly right.
The more hours you spend on the water, people say, oh, he's on the water all the time. Well, he's more likely to need his life jacket than the man that only gets on the air bus. Because, things happen. Accidents happen. I hit the river one day myself. I know. And I didn't have a life jacket on. But I won at about 30 years old, and I could get out here.
Yeah.
And
A little bit different.
yeah, if that same thing happened to me now without a life jacket on, I probably wouldn't get out.
Well, who's on the water more than Jason Bridges? And what's it been, a year or two to where he got tangled up and ended up in the water down getting bait?
Yes, sir.
There's nobody any more careful than Jason, and he never allows his clients to get hurt in any way. But he ended up getting wet, and he, like Doc, was prepared. He got himself out, and everything was good. So.
Right.
Yeah, I think Monday night we'll touch on that a little bit. I think it's a terrible thing that it happened, but it's something that we can
learn.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Learn from.
And it's a good thing that you had Daniel with you to help you get out.
So let me ask y'all a question. How many people y'all think come through that door this morning?
He said 2,500.
Man, I know when they opened that door, it looked like a herd of cows coming.
Yes, it did.
Well, when we were sitting here, it looked like the Good Friday, or the
Black Friday.
Black Friday
Right.
at Walmart.
Right.
Because, I mean, you could see people come through and they started raising their heads. What are they looking for? Rods.
That's right.
And then they started tracking them down.
It wasn't open 5 minutes. People was walking around carrying rods.
Yeah.
I swear. It's crazy. It really is.
Well, like right now, there's a seminar going on, and this is the first time we've been able to see cat fever rods display.
And now they're getting the chance to restock
restocking
what they sold out. Because they're carrying in rods come in boxes about that square and 7.5 foot long or whatever length the rod is. and they was carrying them in 2-3 boxes at a time. And
you know, this morning,
Jerry's doing the same thing.
I went to get a cup of coffee right after the door was open. And when I come out with my coffee, I bet there was at least 30 rods coming down the aisle in people's hands. They had bought them right off the bat, right, carried them to their car.
They're afraid that when they go back to get them, they'll be sold out.
Yeah.
Jerry Klein is already sold out of extenders.
I heard Jerry tell me, or maybe it was Jason said, Jerry said that he had some blemish rods.
They was gone.
45 of them gone in 7 minutes this morning.
45 rods in 7 minutes. And
Wow.
there's nothing wrong with those
Oh, no,
rods.
just a
They're
little
just a
thing.
hickey
That's
in the
right.
paint,
That's
decal, scuff, something.
That's right.
Not a big
And-
deal.
and-
Won't affect the rod at all.
No,
and they've
and-
gone in 7 minutes.
And he passed them along at a good price. You know, that's the thing about the people in here. They are really pushing some product out there.
Well, I got to tell you, these people come down here to buy. They come down here to see this stuff. They want to put their hands on it. And for the most part, when they touch it, they want it.
Yeah.
And it's worked out really well because these guys appreciate the fact that they're coming in to look at their products. They're giving them discounts and people are buying products. And it's, I can't think of a single thing in the catfish industry that's better for our sport than what they're doing here.
No, it just really shows you how our sport's growing.
If we have a big tournament and we turn out 200 boats, that's a huge event. But to have 2,500 people storm the doors when they open them first thing in the morning is amazing.
Yeah.
All catfishermen.
I would have liked to see where they parked everybody because the lot was full.
The lot was full.
When I got up this morning,
Yeah.
so I don't know where they all parked. Somebody parked somewhere.
Yep. They find a spot. They'll walk. Whatever they got to do. So it's really a really cool deal. And I'm so thrilled about coming here every year. But they do need a bigger venue. They need a bigger venue.
Well, that's a good thing.
That is a good
That's a
thing.
good thing because, you know,
Yeah, anytime you outgrow what you're in.
back when then you started, if you'd had one of these, you could have done it out there in the lobby. You know what I mean?
I do know that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, 25 years ago, we started fishing tournaments. If you just told somebody we're going to put on a conference and we're going to have all the guys that sell catfish stuff show up, you wouldn't have had 10 vendors because there wasn't 10 people that sold specifically catfish stuff.
You know, I was telling somebody earlier, I remember when I started, you didn't have no options.
No.
You know, I remember the Tiger rod.
Tiger rod.
That was an option. That was an option.
Here's another one.
And the surge rod.
Jim Moyer.
Jim Moyer.
Jim Moyer rod. Yeah.
And I've got
Custom
4
rod.
of them.
Yes, sir.
Everybody's trying to get them rods.
Yes, sir.
Those
Jim Moyer.
rods came before their time.
They did.
That's
They
exactly
did.
right.
They came before their time.
They sure did.
Nobody was going to pay $100 for a cat.
They wouldn't even think about it. You know.
I have repaired broken guides on them.
On the Warrior rods.
Replaced cork on them. Completely rebuilt
They
them.
were
Stripped them down, and then they
gorgeous
want it back. They want you to make a decal exactly like that, except make it look new. I want it to be just like this when you're done. And it doesn't matter what it costs. It's a Jim Warrior rod.
Doc, I had forgot about the Warrior rod.
Yeah,
I sure had.
Really a great thing.
I forgot about that.
Lynn let me buy 2 of them, and they sat at a bait store for at least a year. And but I didn't want to pay $100 for it. One day I just said, I'm going to walk in there and see if I can get those. So I walked in there and I asked that guy, I said, how much you want for them? He goes, what will you give me? Because they've been laying there for a year. I said, I'll give you $150 for both of them. He goes, they're yours.
Well,
And I walked right out with them. And the E-Cap, the ones I got are the E-Cap 4s, the heavy ones.
Yeah.
And they're great flathead.
Doc, he used to fish out of Carmel City.
Yeah.
Jim did. Yeah. I remember when I first started, I would see him up there. But you're right. Them rods come before their time.
Yeah.
Them rods will still have a place in our market today.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they sure will.
They sure will. Yeah.
But it went from there to to I guess Adam up there with the surge rod, and you know, I guess actually the surge rod was the first production rod we got, which was a good rod. You still see them today. I still have some today that I fished with, but like you say, you could have set it all up in the lobby out there.
Yeah. And to be quite honest, you wouldn't have had people from Montana and all over the middle
coming in, like they are here.
States way from here. Yeah. You know, traveling a whole day to get here and more. Flying in.
No, we wouldn't be here on TV doing what we're doing
Absolutely
now.
not. No, we would not.
I mean, the people that back us on Catfish Weekly believe in what we're doing.
Right.
And the people that watch Catfish Weekly believe in what we're doing. We never had anything like this. Absolutely back then. No. Internet has helped us. It's also hurt us.
Come on, Leslie.
Thankfully, won't come in here.
Come on, Leslie. Come on, Leslie.
Hey, kid. How you doing?
I'm fine. How are y'all?
We're
Doing
so
good.
good, it's scary.
Having a good time.
How many viewers do you have?
I don't know right now.
I'm good. All right, the pressure's off.
Yeah, we only got 8 viewers. Most of the viewers are over
they're
next
here.
door.
Yeah.
They're over watching the
Oh,
cinema.
that's right.
So,
Yes.
so are you pushing the tournament?
The Mississippi River
Yes,
Monsters?
yes.
Yes, we sure are. We have a booth, and
Good to see you, man.
right down the way in September
How's the water
7th
in
and
St.
8th
Louis?
Like it is.
the Bass Pro Pyramid.
How bad is it?
And you can go to www.msriver.com. No, msrivermonsters.com.
Rivermonsters.com.
I don't like looking at myself.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be like my tournament time.
I don't like looking at myself either.
Okay, don't do it.
I'm coming if it ain't
I just
too
took
bad.
it
If
to you.
it's going to be raging, I won't
So,
take
yeah,
Cindy in.
and there's been a huge crowd here.
It has. That's
I've
what
been, but no motor yet.
Yeah,
So we'll be
I'm
fishing with John probably.
Pretty cool. Y'all are missing it.
That sounds good.
Yep.
Oh, we have an extra viewer now.
Yep.
Hi. Okay, I'm moving on.
All right.
Thanks.
See ya. Bye.
Okay, yeah. Sounds good. You want to sit in here for a little while?
Yeah, I've been over there. Talking about the kid and got me out there to take a break. Look around and come back.
Okay. All right. Jeff, what has Jeff Todd got planned for 2018?
Well, I got planned to get me a new boat.
I'm excited about that.
I
I've
got me
seen
a
one
new
of them.
sponsor. You don't mind if I talk about it a little?
Nope.
Talk about it a little
Go
bit.
ahead.
XL boat. And I don't know if you got to see that boat out
I
there.
have not seen
When
it
it
yet.
stopped at the parking lot, I was in it. When it stopped, Ben Goebel hadn't got out of the truck and I was in it. I like it. It's solid. I'm telling you, I got in it and walked around, pushed on stuff, opened every door up in that thing, and it's very nice and very well made. And it's big enough that you're going to be very comfortable.
I think it's going to be the cat, Daddy. I really do.
Yep.
I really do. There's a lot of interest in that boat too.
People been walking out. As I was outside taking my break, Ryan Casey, Ryan Nagy, and a couple other guys was going out to look at it while I was outside. Now, you know you're getting one. George has got one. There's others going to be getting them. But when you get Ryan Casey and Ryan Nagy and guys like that going out to look at it, there's a lot of interest in it.
There's something to it, isn't it?
You betcha. And like I say, when you can walk, a 225-pound guy can walk on any part of that boat, front deck, rear deck, the floor, get up and push around on the gunnels, and there's not a streak and not a creature. It's well put together. I was very impressed with it. The seats are extremely comfortable. Good guys think they got their button and seats first one. No, I got it. Yeah.
That be you, Lyle?
That'd be me. Got a radio, got a tall windshield on to keep the water off of you.
Got a lot of room in the back to fish. Is what I
A
like.
lot of room. And that's the way I am. I want a lot of room.
I do too.
And that boat has got it. I think they've got a home run there.
I don't know if you open the live well up and looked at it. But
I did.
It's got dual intake pumps and it's got dual overflows.
It's got
So-
2 dividers. You got a small area, and you can divide the live well. And if you got a big fish, you just pull the divider out. Very simple.
Yeah, very, very, very simple. They're, I think it's got like 2,000 gallon pumps in it. So you can shoot a lot of water on them fish. The key to keeping the fish alive is moving the water on.
That's right.
You know.
That's exactly
But,
right.
yeah, I think it's going to be a really, really good boat. I'm really looking forward to getting in one and get down on that river.
I'm going to tell you, Jeff, one of the things that impressed me about it the most is it has a wash down pump in the back that comes from the factory and a wash down pump in the front. If you get stuff all over, you pull the button and you get rid of it. It's gone, out of the way. Got a bait well in the front.
You said if.
When?
There you go.
When?
There you go. Now, y'all seen my boat after the tournament. You know what it looks like.
Well, and that's part of what we do.
But I'm gonna tell you what, if you can grab that hose every once in a while while you got a minute, got a rod out and wash that boat out, it's
Makes a world of difference.
Yes, sir.
It makes it a lot easier when you get home, too.
sure it does. Sure it does.
Them hot, sunny days, we know what them's like. Down in Memphis, it's hot down there. No wash down pump. When you get home, that stuff been baked on 3 or 4 days. Not easy to get off as it is if you get rid of most of it right there.
Right. I'd like to tell our viewers out there, if you haven't seen that boat, go to xlboat.com. It's on there. And it's fixing to go into production immediately.
It's very nice.
That's the first boat off the line that's up here. And I know of a thing or two about they're going to tweak on a little bit and then they're going to put it in production.
I don't think I've seen anybody at the conference that didn't like it yet.
I hadn't.
And you can get all the options. You can get a full enclosure. You can get a bimini top board or any options that everybody else offers.
You know, I'm hearing that it comes with an air ride seat option. You know.
Now, are you real familiar with that?
Well,
I've seen guys on TV talk about this.
I am an attractor.
Is it the same concept?
Well, I would guess it. I would guess it is. I guess it had to have a little air pump in it.
You know, for us bigger guys and older guys and guys with bad backs and shoulders and different things, that's got to be a plus.
That would be a plus. Even the hydraulic seat is a plus.
Absolutely is. Absolutely is.
Even the hydraulic seat.
I am excited for them. I think it's going to be a great boat. I think that they're going to catch the catfish world by surprise with this. I really do. There's some more stuff coming out from these different manufacturers, sure, but we need these good guys, these good companies to come up and step up to the plate with some of this stuff. And Excel has done it. They've done it.
I really think they hit a home run with this one.
Yep, I do too. And I know they're thrilled to have you as a part of their team.
But I'm thrilled to be a part of the team that wants to help like that.
That's right. Yep. And
that boat liable needs a little tweaking on it, but XL will do whatever it needs to do to make it there.
And they get a guy like Jeff Todd in that boat, and they say, now this boat is really nice, but we need to do this or we need to move that. And by the time they have it out there for a day or two, and a couple of you guys are in them, they'll have it to where it needs to be. But that's just like, it's no different with boats and disc fishing rods. You don't, all of them are not perfect. You got to make something, tweaks here, tweaks there to make them to suit everybody, and that's what they'll do, and that's why you guys are so popular.
And place for an N-12. N-12.
That's huge.
Yeah, it is.
That's huge.
It is. It is it's going to be big enough for an N-12, and then if you've got a 9 or 8, or they're going to have a template that you just put the template in there, but it's going to accommodate a 12.
That's amazing. Amazing. So they spent some time figuring this out. and they done a really good job.
They
Like,
sure did.
every boat that you get in does not suit every person, but they're really close on this one. They really are.
I think you're right, Lyle, and I think we're going to see some really good things to come out of it.
And the good thing is this will force the other companies to do the same thing.
I know one thing I hope we see come out of the boat. That's 100 pounds.
100 pounds.
In my life, well,
Have you not caught a 100 pounder?
I have not.
As many fish
I
as
have
you've
not.
caught, not
I
a
have
100
not.
pounder. Well, I haven't either.
I've come within 9 pounds of it.
I've never caught a 100 pounder.
Did you see that replica over there?
Isn't that beautiful?
I'm going to tell y'all what, if I catch something like that, my tournament day's over.
Oh,
I'm going to the skaters. You hear me? I'm
yeah,
done.
yeah.
I'm
For that
done
day.
for that day. You
Yeah,
hear me?
I'm pretty sure. You know, one thing about catching.
No, I probably not. I'd say, boy, there's got to be one more down there. Let's go through there one more time before we go.
Yeah,
I think that's the most prettiest replica I ever laid my eyes on.
I believe it is. And it's not because it's big, it's because the guy that done it
That
done
done
a good
excellent
job.
job.
Yeah, he did.
And I don't know who it was, but if I ever have one made, I want to know.
I want him to do it.
I want him to do it.
No doubt about it.
I do too.
But you know his clothes?
Do what now?
His clothes still swimming. The original fish is still swimming.
Yep. Released alive.
Now, what if you give me a waypoint on that?
Dale was here earlier today.
I
You
talked
might
to him,
talk
but
to him.
I didn't ask him for a waypoint. I figured it'd kind of be like asking Jason Massacre for a waypoint.
I'd be wanting to put a tracker on it, just see where it goes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you would come more near getting waypoints from Jason and Daryl than you would Dale.
No, absolutely not. What trees? What? No. That's what Jason looked at that. So what trees?
Oh man, them guys are a hoot.
Oh.
Great fishermen.
Well, I tell you what, they fixed the speak right over there just a little bit. And
Anybody that's in the area that wants to hear
oh,
Daryl, that I consider them.
2:03 now. They're talking.
now they're talking 2:15. Is that right?
He told me 2 o'clock.
Well, they're probably talking right now.
I'm guessing, in my opinion, that's the top team in the nation right now. For the last year or two.
No doubt. No doubt.
And I don't see them slowing down.
I do.
Do you? Because you're going to burn their butt.
I'm
right?
after
They
No,
got
I'm
it
gonna tell
going
you what,
on,
I'm gonna tell
man.
you what now. If you're gonna beat them, you better be there.
You better bring your A game. You're not going to beat them if you don't.
No.
You don't go to a tournament that Daryl and Jason's at and not put your time in and find what you need to find and make it happen. You better be on your A game because you know they're just going to take your money and laugh and shake your hand going home.
Snigger.
They laugh all the way to the bank. Great guys.
And talk about how lucky they were.
Yep. Yeah. Just happened into it.
Don't know what happened. We just happened to find it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Never
know
caught
what
a fish all week.
happened.
Never even found a fish all week.
Didn't even fish though.
Yep. Had to work.
That's right.
Yeah. Good guys.
I saw them come in one night. They come in down Wheeler the night before the tournament with a Baron down on the trailer.
Oh.
They fixing the Baron at 11 o'clock at night. Tournament next morning. Getting up what tools had here, there, and yonder. Got their Baron changed. Guess what they done the next day? You know what they
Won the
done.
tournament.
You know what they done the next day.
Yep.
I said, well, I just took the wheel off the other side. That's what we all done.
No, they've got something figured out that works perfect for them. And I'm glad for them because we need Daryl and Jason winning these tournaments so everybody's got something to shoot for.
They're great fishermen.
They are great
I'll
fishermen.
not take nothing away from them. They're great friends, and they're also great fishermen. As we were fishing at Crystal City, Missouri, and I stayed with Swamp. You know, he goes close to where John does. Jason Bell left their boat there. And I said, John, now's the time. Now's the time we can really get it. Well, we talked about John had some chickens. We talked about taking a chicken and putting it in that live well. And when they turned that water on, the chicken what the hell was on that live well? But you know what we decided? If we put a chicken in their live well, they'll throw it on the hook and catch 100 pounds.
That's probably right. That's probably right. Yeah.
Would they not?
Man. You know, when I first started hearing about Daryl and Jason, everybody was bumping or starting to drift or trying new things. They was anchor fishing. They anchor fished. They was very good.
They're probably the best anchor fishermen I know. They're probably still to this day.
Yep.
And they don't anchor a lot anymore.
No.
But it's always in their arsenal.
Yep. And when they started drifting, they went from a great team to the top team in the nation.
They did.
It just put them over the top. Not that they wasn't there or right at it, but they just put them over the top, and they become the team you have to beat at all the major events. And I understand they're going to show up a lot more this year.
Yeah.
So, you know,
That's what they say.
that's good for the sport.
Sure it is. Sure it is.
They're a drawing card, and like I say, you got to beat them.
But they can be beat. You understand?
They can be beat, and they know that. They know that. And they take pride in the fact that they know that when this guy or this guy or this guy shows up, we got to beat them too to be successful. They've got that figured out.
But they're the type of guys that if they get beat, they'll be the first one there to shake.
I guarantee you.
And that's the difference our school has over everybody else.
I guarantee you they will.
Yeah. And they're not only great winners. To be a great winner, you have to be a great loser.
Oh, yeah.
And you got to lose your share before you win. And they have done it all, seen it all, and will continue to do it.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But before you're a winner, you have to be a great loser.
That's right. You don't start out in this deal that we're doing in tournament catfishing and start off winning every tournament. You just don't do it. You might hit a lick and win one, but to be consistent, you're going to take some beat downs and you're going to get discouraged. But the champions, they just keep coming back till they are the champion.
And you know, I don't know if you ever noticed or not, but I know my success runs like this. I'll hit a spell and I'll just holler a firecracker.
Yep.
You know, I think you got it all figured out. And
Boom!
bam.
Here comes
Reality.
Jason.
Yeah.
City.
Yeah. Here you go to. Like I said in a tournament I was in last year, I was fishing. I was fishing down there in Memphis. I put in go win it, and at 12 o'clock I went from trying to win it to just to keep from zero. You know what I mean?
Oh man, there's nothing worse than knowing that you got a shot and you're not catching it. Oh my God, that's just terrible. But it happens, and it happens. They're all of them.
Sure.
But you know.
Well, I tell you what, I'm really amazed at this conference.
Oh, it's a beautiful event. Beautiful event. You know, you talking about that, I know you know Marty and Roger Golaw. They're some great boys, very competitive, great fishermen. They went to Tawakoni, and they're down there 4 days and don't put a fish in the boat.
Wow. And they're really good fishermen.
Third tournament day, third place. I actually thought watching the live weigh-in that they was probably going to win it, but third place and 189 pounds won it. So you know what they did tournament day? They broke out the Darrell and Massagill theory is we're going out to kick ass, and they did pretty much. You know, I think they weighed in 130 or 40 pounds, and that's a great lake. I want to fish that lake.
I've never been down there. I'd like to fish it myself.
I haven't never been there, but I'm going to go. And I wanted to fish it this year and didn't make it, but maybe next year. But we're going to go down, if nothing else, just to fish the lake. And I think that'll be a lot of fun. Cindy, would you go get Joe and Jerry? That'd be outstanding. Can I charge it? Joe Lucky and Jerry Klein.
Well, I'll thank you for having me on, you and Doc. I appreciate it. Thank y'all what you do for the sport.
Well, we're so glad to be a part of this sport, and man, we got to get back in the boat. One day on the water with Jeff Todd did not cure my desire for the amount of knowledge I think I can squeeze out of it.
Knowledge.
Yeah. We had a really good time.
Yeah. Everybody learns from somebody.
That's right. Yeah. We had a really good time. Jeff, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Doc,
I know you haven't been feeling good. Get healed
No,
up.
I hadn't felt good today at all.
But you still done your show, and you still sat down with us and had a good time down here. And
Oh, yeah.
we
And
appreciate
I'm
it.
not done talking. Somebody will have me before I get right over there, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
Somebody put on, I was at the boat show, and somebody put on something about talking, and my wife puts on Facebook, him talking to somebody? Boy, I tell you what, I'm followed up by two people.
Yes, you are.
Oh, no, don't get up.
No, I got to get up.
Huh? This makes me look better.
What's that?
My
Make me
first
look
appearance.
better.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it makes me look better. Live?
It is live.
Oh, I didn't mean, I'm not calling you that.
What you calling me, that?
No.
Camera. Fluffy. Fluffy. It's fluffy. It's called me fluffy.
That's what I tell everybody. I'm just fluffy.
Hey, I'm fixing to turn it over to you, boys.
Thank you again, Jeff.
Yeah, thank you, buddy.
Go ahead, Alvin. I'll be right here. No, I'm back seeing you. You're the face of Tangle Catfish.
Yeah, get in there and tell him.
What am I telling
Tell
you?
him, Jerry. Tell him where that tree's at.
Jerry Klein
gotta
has
talk loud.
avoided us a lot. He
Yes,
stepped to
yeah.
the plate last year. Man, you done a wonderful thing.
Oh, yeah,
That was a wonderful thing.
that was special.
We talked about that for weeks after that. It
Yeah.
was such a great thing. In case
Thanks
you guys
for being-
don't
that was
know,
awesome.
Jerry Klein owns Tangle Catfish rods. It's his brother Joe Lucky, one of the toughest guys. They're both tough on a fishing tournament, but Joe shows up to a lot more than one time fish than Jerry does. But, you know, Jerry and his dad, or Joe and his dad, have taken enough of my money over the past several years that I could probably fish for the next year free. And you guys are lined up with some great people over there. You know, and I know Raph doesn't like to come around and get on camera and stuff. He is one of the best guys that you could have promoting your products.
Yeah, you guys been busy over there today?
Yeah, very busy. Yeah, it's been a great day. But, you know, the great thing about this whole deal is, one, family's involved, right? And two, my good friends are involved.
That's right.
Everybody on my, 95% of the girls staff, besides the racing guys, have all been with us from the beginning. So the loyalty is there, right? The companionship's there, the relationship's there. So that makes everything better.
It does.
And these guys come out, they spend their weekend, they do all this for free. Well, they work for food, so Jason is a little expensive.
I bet he is.
He'd probably be cheaper if I paid him by the hour. You know, but any one of these guys would do anything for anybody.
That's right.
And they've never, Joe, he's never met a stranger.
Nope.
Right? A competitor, he treats like
Just-
everybody else.
That's right. And Mark Farrell, a living legend in the fishing world,
Mark,
especially in the central United States.
hands down in the country, the #1 catfisherman all around I have ever known.
He catch
Number
channel
two.
cat, he'll catch
It
flathead.
doesn't matter.
It don't matter.
Nope. And one of the greatest guys you'll ever meet.
Yep.
Right? He's quiet, so some people don't know how to take him. Right? He's just got a little personality defect, is what I tell him. Right? But once you get to know him, boy, he's actually funny. Right? He tells jokes. I mean, he's a great guy to be around.
He's
So
a super guy.
as good of a fisherman that he is, he's even a better guy.
I really felt sorry for him down there at Winter Blues. I know he didn't feel good, but he tried to persevere and make it through there. That's what a true competitor does. you know, that was a tough deal down there. But
I asked him on the way down there. I said, if you had your pick, Wheeler Blues in that temperature, or Memphis in 100-degree heat for a week, which would you take? He said Memphis all day, and he doesn't do well in the heat. That's
I
how
don't
much
like
he hated
heat
the cold
either,
stuff.
but I would go for that. At that 8 degrees that one day was just too tough. It really was. But, you know, I messaged you the other day. And one of my favorite people in catfishing, I want to make sure he's going to be here. You know, he's had some health problems. He's getting, you know, he's not a kid anymore, but he is undoubtedly the most fine person that you could ever go at a catfishing tournament and sit there and visit with. We've said at weigh-ins and visited with him. We've said when he didn't feel like getting out of the van for years, I thought he didn't like me. And one day I said, I've had enough of this. I just walked up and crawled in the van, and it was just like we've been talking forever. Right. He's a super nice guy. Thanks so much, Jerry. And I wanted to make sure he was going to be down here because I knew he'd had some issues. And man, he looks great. He is in form to be back in a boat.
Yeah, I think he's getting the fever again. You know, he had some heart issues and he had his valve replaced, but it affected everything. His legs bothered him, right? He couldn't stand for very long, so he'd sit in the van, right? But now the leg pain is not existent anymore. So once he had that, it fixed a lot of things, you know. So he feels better, and he had a hernia that's about the size of a volleyball.
Oh my God!
Right, and he got that repaired. So, you know, he's back feeling as good as he can feel, and I think he's really starting to enjoy, you know, being around people because he feels good.
We went over to Springfield, Illinois. You guys home late one time, and he was sitting at the boat ramp in the boat, your boat, and we launched up and pulled up beside him because we was there early. Brandon Harper was good enough to help us get some bait, and we haven't fished that late. And we sat there for 2 hours and visited with him, and I don't believe I ever laughed any harder than I did sitting there talking to him. And everybody that fishes that series over there at that lake are the same way. They treat you great. They help you in any way they can. It's a really fun environment to be around.
And I would say the feeling is very much mutual because anybody that would sit and talk to for 2 hours, he likes a whole lot.
Yeah, he's not one to put up with too much.
So I think he likes you.
He's a super nice guy. And like I say, I've been a little worried about him, and I talked to you about it, and then I got a hold of you. But he was here last year. I want to make sure he's going to be here this year because if he wasn't, there's a problem that I didn't know. But we was glad. And man, what you guys done last year for Pink, the industry can't thank you enough for what you did. And you didn't have to.
Well, you know, we didn't have to, but you know, he's one of our brothers.
He is,
right? And you get, you know, I think a lot of guys get caught up in sides, picking sides, on his team or whatever it is. But at the end of the day, we're all guys, right? We're all human beings. So any little thing that we can do to help Pink and Janet, you know, and they're true ambassadors. They're great people. You know, I wish we could have done more.
You know what?
It was
fun.
all
right. That worked out really well for them.
And everybody that stepped up. Ryan Casey, Jason Bridges.
Yep.
I can't remember everything we gave away, but you like every one of them guys I called, and before I could finish my sentence, they said I'm in.
Yeah.
So what's that tell you? Great guys. Farrell gave away a trip. Now, Farrell fished with a stranger for 8 hours, that's doing something. Right? We gave away a TV. I don't remember.
It was a nice TV, too.
Yeah. So, and everybody, without hesitation, stepped up. So, and we couldn't have done it without them guys.
And we appreciate you guys and Catfish Weekly helping getting the word out, spreading the word, and having people stop by and buying tickets, you know, and so we thank you for helping us get the word out and all the fish.
We're just happy to be a part of the catfish industry. And I was over you guys' booth. I tried to get in that booth all day. I'm gonna tell you,
I was too.
it's aggravating when you got to wait in line 45 minutes to get in to see what kind of products you got. And I'm so happy for you guys. I know you've had a great day. You had a great year last year. But I got in to go over there, and I told your dad, I said, man, I've been waiting to get in here all day. So you better hurry. That line's going to start again. But it really was. And I got to talk to you a little bit. And there's a guy in there. He said, man, if you was looking for something and you wasn't going to make it, what it be? I said, you're there. I don't know what you're looking for. They've got what you want, right? And that's when you come in. But,
You know, being that busy is a blessing and a curse. You know, some guys get a little hesitant about the wait in line.
Right.
And then half of the stuff that you have in the booth, nobody can see what
that'd
it
be
is.
like Rathbones or wrestling halfway in line.
Right, right.
Not good.
But I'll tell you what, it was a blast this morning. It was intense. It really was. As soon as they opened them doors, it was a stand.
It was a flood. And that's
For hours.
really
You see
exciting
everybody
to see that.
raising their heads.
I just can't wait to get in.
You
See
know
who's in there.
You know what was awesome this year is seeing everybody last year.
Yeah. And they knew
And
you.
remember the faces that they come back with a hat on or a shirt on. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And the little kids, remembering them and see how much they grew.
Open here. Just as we get that season.
So it's been a pretty neat experience all the way around.
Yep, it is. It's I'm telling you, I think this is the biggest event in the store. You go to a tournament and you hit 200 votes at a tournament, that is a major event. But when they open the doors, 2,500 people come rushing in here. That's the biggest event we got going.
It is.
They do a great job. It's managed well, run well. At times it's a little snug in here, but it is the single biggest event in Catfish.
And I think what I like, Jerry said, seeing all the young people, you see a lot of young people getting introduced to our sport. You see moms and dads bringing in their children. We had several people talking today. We're just now getting to go into catfishing, so the sport's growing like crazy. And we have all these vendors around here. Everybody's doing so well. And,
They are doing good.
this is great for the sport. The young kids involved. It's really exciting.
And every one of those little kids nearly have got a new fishing rod there.
Yes.
And it really doesn't matter whose rod it is.
Right.
They're kids. They got a fishing rod. They're going fishing.
Yep.
Right. And man, that don't put a smile on everybody's face.
They're getting ready to make memories.
That's exactly right. Doc knows how to make memories. He started his seminar out last year making memories. It is.
You made a seminar yesterday, didn't you, Doc, or was that Thursday?
Well, that was Wednesday.
Wednesday. That was a memory.
Was that a life jacket seminar?
Yeah, life jacket seminar.
Oh man.
50-degree water. It gets your attention real quick.
Yeah.
So we're thankful you're here with
Yep,
us.
me too.
We are. Thankful.
Yeah, that was
Sure.
Yep. Scared the tar out of my heart. He was more scared than I was.
Yeah, he got a hold of me right away, and you could tell he was shaking.
I had a guy call me and he said, I can't believe a seasoned veteran like you fell out of the boat. I said, listen, it can happen to anybody.
That's right.
And it can happen like that. That's
I've been doing this a long time, and it's the first time I've ever fallen out of a boat. But that doesn't mean anything. If I hadn't had my life jacket on, I wouldn't be I would pretty much say I would not be sitting here today golfing.
You know, you said it can happen to anybody. One of my favorite people in the whole world that doesn't fish hardly at all anymore is Harold Dodd.
Yeah.
Harold Dodd.
It happened to him.
Look what happened to him.
Right.
He uses those balls like you do and preached to me, man. I had that shoulder surgery. He said, get out, get you one. You got to have one of them. Well, I didn't know how to do it. And Doc was going to show me. We lost the name. Got hung up. Still didn't know how to do it. And I heard the story about Harold Dodd, a riverboat captain, gets a rope tangled up in the prop of his boat and sunk his boat
right down.
Yeah,
You
it
know,
can
it's like-
happen to anybody.
It's like everything else. The guys that have been doing this so long, you're just comfortable with it. right?
Yeah.
You don't pay attention.
Yeah,
you
you
go
get
up
a
and do
little
it.
too comfortable.
Max, yeah, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
That's 100% correct. And
Learning lesson for me, and it'll be a learning lesson for a lot of other people.
we're going to keep
It
talking
can
about
happen
it,
to me, it can
not to
happen
be
to
on
somebody.
you, but for
Yeah.
what it's worth to
Yeah.
others out there.
Yeah, because I guarantee you 95% of the guys our age and younger aren't wearing that life jacket.
I never
You
did.
want to know
And
why?
I'm not as young
Because
as you.
it's uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable. But the new life jackets they're making, I wear my Mustang during the summertime, and half the time I don't even know it's on. You know, it's that
It's
comfortable.
the same thing anymore with wearing your seatbelt. Once you
Yeah.
get used to it, and they're designed different.
They are.
We just need to do it.
Yep. That's exactly right. Well, Jerry, thank you for coming over and sitting down
My
with us.
pleasure.
We need to do it more often. It's not like we don't see each other once in a while now. And thank you guys for everything you do for Catfish.
Thank you.
And I know you've sold a bunch of stuff. By the time tomorrow ends, I hope you're in.
Got mine, and I do too. I do too.
It's a whole lot easier.
I do too, because I have to carry him back out to the truck.
Well, they told me that
He knows more than I do, right? Because everything that we have left, he's lugging out.
because he didn't help bring it in.
Right, and him and manual labor don't go hand in hand.
And for those that he's talking about Jerry's dad, Joe and Jerry are brothers, so they kind of get on each other a little bit. Two of the finest people in the sport, I think the world of them, and you guys get a chance to check out the Tangle Catfish booth at the conference. Be sure and do it. You will not be disappointed in their products. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll be seeing you soon.
Thanks, Doc.
I know we're going to be seeing each other.
Right.
We go to me the same place.
Yeah, and we gotta grab a beer tonight too.
Absolutely.
It's time
Absolutely.
to take a break.
Lyle,
Thanks,
how's it
guys.
going?
It's good. My man Luke Hinges.
Lyle Stokes, Doc. Great to have you.
We thought we was going to actually make you a host of Catfish Weekly while ago. But Dieter showed up.
That's fine with me. That scares me.
You guys-
It's my show, but if I'm doing someone else's show,
You guys
That's the
had a
problem.
blast, and we enjoyed you guys so much. It was a lot of
me
fun.
and Dieter co-streamed Catfish Weekly. We gave Lyle and Doc a break.
And that was nice.
It was
very
It was
They
very.
needed it.
Yeah.
They've been hard at it, guys. Van Leer, Brian Patrick, Daniel Nicholson.
Okay. We need to take a break. I don't know what time it is, Doc.
It's 2:30.
2:30. We'll probably come back and do one more set.
One more set.
And then we'll shut it down for the day. So stay tuned. Live at the 2018 Catfish Conference in
Louisville, Kentucky.
Brown Plaza Motel. Thanks everybody for watching.